we back. The Spurs are doing the impossible. Right now, as I'm recording this video, they are on a 15-game losing streak. They haven't won a game since January 17th. It's February 26th as I record this video. It's been over a month since they seen a W, man. So I'm here not to get them wins because we don't really want wins this year, but to get another championship. When I was growing up, the Spurs were this pillar of greatness. With Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, you know, they won a bunch of championships. And, of course, Greg Popovich. But, of course, that era's over. And this offseason, they traded away DeJounte Murray for a bunch of draft capital. So they are really going into the tank and the rebuild for this guy right here. We desperately need it. The Spurs are a team that loves their international talent. And there might not be a player hyped up more. And not just internationally, but in the history of basketball, the Victor Wembanyama. So my goal, wait, his floor is James Edwards. That sucks. But it's still in this Hall of Fame. We have to hope that the lottery odds are in our favor. We not just losing all of these games for nothing. There's our first win. And it happens to be against the Houston Rockets, who we also fighting for like the higher or the lower seed. But we're worse than them now. Even with that, we're beating them right there. So that's cool. We got our first win. It took about a month and a half. We got about a month and a half left in basketball. Obviously, none of this we can make any moves, so we just got to lose. Just keep losing, man. Victor Wembanyama's on the way. MVP Jokic. Here are the awards. You see him. You care about him. Maybe, maybe not. I didn't even really go through the current roster because we so hell-bent on looking at Vic or maybe Scooter or something like that we haven't even looked at the current roster. But you know what it looks like. We'll go through it after the draft lottery once we say, hey, we did it. Speaking of did it, the Clippers, a team that never, I'm telling you about the Clippers never get the love in 2K. They do it. And Russell Westbrook gets that championship he's been wanting for 15 seasons. He got it. And I'm low-key kind of excited and happy for him. It took 7, but they did it. We're going straight to the draft lottery, man. Straight to the draft lottery. We have a 14% chance of getting that first overall pick. Do we want to slow play it? I think I kind of do. 14th overall pick go to the Warriors, who missed the playoffs completely. 13th overall pick potentially going to the Brooklyn Nets. They got a 1% chance. It will be the Brooklyn Nets. Now, of course, if a team doesn't end up going, if it doesn't go exactly the way we wanted to, that means somebody jumped up, which means that somebody failed, and we are in the group of people that could potentially fall. So we don't want to do that. Toronto Raptors 1.7% chance, 1.5% chance they keep that pick. So far, things are going good. I'm going straight to the draft lottery, man. We're gonna have a 14% chance. Do we want to slow play it? I think we do. We want the anticipation. We want the heart rate to be pounding as we see if we're going to get Victor Wembanyama. The Warriors did not make the playoffs, and they're going to stick with the 14th overall pick. Great. Number 13 is the Brooklyn Nets potentially. Yes. So we want it to go as uniform as possible because as soon as somebody jumps up, that means they jumped up to the top 4, which means that the chances of us dropping is higher. So far, things are going exactly the way they should. The Raptors, okay, so now we get into the top 10. So far, everything is perfect. The Thunder moved up. The Thunder moved up with one of those picks, man. Okay. The Thunder moved up. This is not great. So that means that we have a 1 in 4 chance of not having top 4. We looking for number 1. And there's a chance we don't even end up top 4. Everything else is going exactly as planned, though. So hopefully none of these last 2 teams jump up. It will be, okay, last team that can potentially jump right here. Or is it? The pick is going to the Rockets fall. So if the Rockets are the one that fail, we have a top 4 pick. Let it be 1. Charlotte. That's 4. So we have a top 3 pick? Come on. 3rd overall pick. Charlotte. Keep it Charlotte. Yes, we have a top 2 pick. We're going to have Vic or we're going to have Scoot. Obviously, there's one we want more than the others. Let it happen. Let it happen. Yes, first overall pick. Vic is coming to the San Antonio Spurs. 14% chance, and we walked that line, and we got what we needed to get. Yes, sir. Whew, I just want to make sure that did Greg Popovich retire? I would have loved to try to get Greg one more, but it makes sense that he retires, man. He's so old. So let's go find the perfect new head coach to take over right after the Popovich era. Oh, did I mention that these videos aren't supposed to be hyper realistic? I hope I did. Because I'm seeing some coaches that are sitting in here that are going to have jobs in real life, like Taylor Jenkins. He doesn't have a job right now. So I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do. Offering him almost $9 million to come here. Boom, just like that. We got our coach of the now and the future, Taylor Jenkins. Welcome to San Antonio. I don't know why they let you go. I ain't mad at it though. You feel me? Now, first overall pick. Stop playing around. You know exactly what it's gonna be. That's exactly how we wanted to do. We have another first round pick. I don't even know. I know we should have a little bit. Second round, first pick. Okay. All right. So now we figure out this offseason. This is not a year where we're going to be ultra buyers, obviously. I'm going to let Romeo Langford walk for $8.6 million. You not on that. You feel me? You not know that. Now we do have $40 million potentially to spend. So let's see. We would love to get a new point guard. We would love to bring back Trey Jones. Where's Trey Jones actually? Oh, restricted free agency. Won about $9 million. We can low key give you that. I might actually give you a 3-year deal if it's that low amount of money. Bring Trey Jones back to the team. So right now I feel pretty good about, I got to see what Jeremy Sochan's overall goes up to his sophomore season. But like our front court of the future might be here. This might be it. And we got to figure out the guards. We do have Keldon Johnson, who's good, 23 years old, 83 overall. We do have Devin Vassell, who's good at 22 years old at 83 overall. And then, like I mentioned, we're going to bring back Trey Jones, but we also got Vontae Graham and Blake Wesley as those guys, which is fine. Malachi Branham is actually playing really good basketball recently. So I'm interested to see what he jumps up to potentially. And we just have to figure out the rest. We made a little bit of noise. Obviously, we couldn't go too crazy. I forgot about the glitch. So Trey Jones is actually on a 1-year contract. He only jumped up 1 overall. Devin Vassell jumped up 1. Keldon Johnson doesn't jump up at all, which sucks because if this is his ceiling, then I wanted him to be a part of the future. But if this is ceiling, we might have to dump bro off eventually for somebody that's going to really help us. Malachi jumps up 2, we'll take that. Jeremy jumps up 2, we'll take that. We brought in Grant Williams to be a backup to Jeremy. You know, add some three-point shooting, add some defensive versatility. We also brought in Matisse Thybulle on a 6-year, $1 million deal. And that was it. We threw out some offers to like get offer sheets on some restricted free agency every single time they matched it. That's what restricted free agency is. Nobody really walks, but I got some people paid. That offer sheet got some people paid. So, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got to help me out. Somebody's agent got to help me out because I got some people paid. Let's get to first game of the season against the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 5-point loss, but Vic ended up at 25, 10, and 7. Keldon Johnson did his thing. I'm going to need some better three-point shooter from the squad in the future, but this is not the down, you know? You know, we only do 1 year of real draft classes. Next season is all auto-generated rookies and everything. So, you know, we would love for us to have another opportunity to get another high draft pick. And of course, the team is not good enough to prevent that. So we just don't start the season 0-15 with Victor Wembanyama on your team. That's all I'm asking. Just get one win. I mean, so far he's killing it. 19, 11, almost 2 blocks. He's doing great stuff, but the rest of the roster around him is just so bad. Jeremy is looking, it's only 2 weeks to the season though. We'll eventually get a win. 0-11 to start off the season. We will eventually get a win. I said don't start off 0-15, didn't I? Okay, we did it! 1-14, baby! Progression. You love to see it. Okay. Yeah. Just give it time. Give it time. This is not supposed to be a one and done. We here. Vic is gonna have to go through some stuff. And I was hoping that he can come in and help us at least a little bit more. But maybe that's high expectations for a 19-year-old rookie. Grant Williams is already upset with stuff because he's used to playing for the Celtics where they win a bunch of games. So that's something. I'm trying to make a deal, trading away Vontae Graham for Duncan Robinson. Their starting point guard right now is a 69 overall Will Richardson. That just beat me up. But he's shooting good, but he's also still a 69 overall, and their backup is a 68. Vontae is better than that. And, I mean, who is he? The answer is maybe. Can I get a pick? They want a second from 2025? Sure. We'll give you that. I'm thinking about making more deals because we have some people that are upset, Trey Jones being one of them. And it doesn't make a ton of sense. I upped his touches, I upped his shots, and it still don't matter. It must be just he's tired of losing after 3.5 seasons of being here in San Antonio, I guess. Grant Williams, I'm probably going to flip him, even though he's playing great basketball for us. He wants to start. We can't start him over Jeremy Sochan. So, yeah, we're gonna have to allow Grant Williams to go, and hopefully we get something nice for him. You don't have a lot of options, Grant, and we try to do what's right by you and sending you to a team that's good and a team that can maybe have you starting. And the 76 is the only team, but they don't really have no capital. So I guess we'll take some second rounders just so we can tell our fan base we got something. back in return, and they're going to be his problem. I tried to put him to a team where he could start. That ain't the case. We'll take Jaden Springer. Sure. We'll take a flyer on Jaden Springer. Not like we win or nothing anyway. And we move. That's our trade deadline. It was a little bit early, but that's our trade deadline. Tatum with the MVP award. We get our guy Vic to win Rookie of the Year. We knew that was going to happen. We got to get his shooter splits up. But again, he's a 19-year-old rookie starting in the NBA. Sixth man of the year goes to Scott Henderson, I guess. And he's coming off the bench because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays for OKC. So that's kind of crazy. DPOY, that team is going to be nasty. They might be nasty already, but they're going to be even nastier in 2 years when we trying to win too. DPOY, most improved goes to Tyler Hero. And you know why Tyler Hero averaged 28? Because their point guard was a 68 overall. That's why. That's why they're doing so great. Man, Luka's injured for the season and Josh injured for 2 to 4 weeks. That's not ideal. Evan Mobley in All-NBA team, he's injured too. Luka's still winning Defensive Player of the Year type stuff. All right, here we go. Trae Young versus Nikola Jokic in the NBA Finals. Who's going to win? It will be the Atlanta Hawks. I said OKC was going to be nasty in 2 years, brother. They nasty right now. They got into the conference finals before Scoot was even like playing crazy great basketball. So I'm a little bit afraid that we're going to have to see them in a series because we are in the same conference and we eventually want to win a championship. So we have a 13.3% chance of getting the first overall pick, which we like. We're not sitting through this, so we jump into it, and we fall to 6. So we got 6, we got 15, we got 25. So we got 3 first-round picks in this year's draft. I did some scouting, but I didn't really look at it. Let's see what this draft class even has. Oh, this guy's projected to go 6. He's a 7'1" center from Florida compared to Al Horford. That's funny. But the overall first guy is Philip Jameson, who might be Dwayne Wade or Malcolm Brogdon. It's a big gap, but I mean, you want that first one. Great defender, okay, below average 3-point shooter, but great defender, can play make, score inside. I like that guy. Adrian Curry can't shoot, so he needs to change his last name. This class is not amazing, but this dude right here, the fact that he's just sitting potentially at 6, and some people got him at 10. I mean, we do have Victor Wembanyama, so we probably shouldn't use another lottery pick on the center. But if he's the best guy available and the people below him is a 74 overall guy named Burt, why would I draft Burt if I could just have the better center and just figure it out later? Maybe we trade the pick. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities. We're going to go into the draft and just see. We're going to the draft and just see. First overall pick is Phil Jameson. 6'7" shooting guard. I know he about to be a stud. Ricky Anderson goes to Danielle Sheldon. A lot of centers at the top of this draft. Okay, so that guy does leave before he even gets to us. So many centers. I mean, out of the top 5 pick, were they all centers except for the point guard or the shooting guard? Yeah, this pick doesn't really excite me at all. Trey Jones wants to get out of here. I wish I would have been able to get him a longer contract because I'd get him out of here. Charles Bassey want to get out of here. $19 million Duncan Robinson contract with number 6. I'm just curious. I'm not thinking that we're going to make a deal, but I'm curious. We could get Zach LaVine. The Bulls say they're hitting the reset. We can potentially get Zach LaVine for the 6th overall pick. Now, that contract is huge, and he's going to be 31 by the end of it, so I'm just saying it's a possibility. All the other trades look kind of to me. The Zach LaVine one is interesting, bro. Him and Victor Wembanyama, as far as, like, bringing a vet in. Now, Vic is so good at 85 overall rookie that by the time Zach LaVine starts to regress, Vic is going to be probably 90 overall. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. I wonder instead if I do 15 to 20, 25, because we don't need 3 first-round picks. This draft is not good. Yeah, that doesn't get us anything of value either. So, and instead of trading for Zach LaVine, I think I'm actually going to use the pick. And what do we use it on, though? That's the thing. The projected guys up here, like, do we draft this point guard who's an elite level defender out of Northwestern, he's an A+ defender, but he's 6 foot? Who are you projected to be? Jason Kidd? I kind of like that, though. But Jason Kidd was a tall point guard. After looking around for 15-ish minutes, we're just going to go get Adrian Curry. Absolute pit bull on the defensive end of the court. Curry is widely believed to be the best perimeter defender available. I didn't want to do it. This guy looked really good too, that other center, but again, it's a center. We just got to hope that guy hits his ceiling early and he's not terrible. But boy, I swear I looked around. I feel like we walk out of there kind of losers of the draft, man. Kind of losers of the draft. We lost all of those games and we ended up drafting a bunch of people that we don't even really care for. You know, Curry could be nice eventually. Out of context, you just click those words together, you be like, what the heck is Kenny talking about? We also got Reggie for a backup center. I mean, he looks actually pretty solid, 20 years old out of Richmond. He looked pretty cool. Can rebound the ball a little bit, block a lot of shots. And then Burt. We made fun of Curry and Burt before the draft, and we got both of those dudes in our team. Now, this dude's projected to go like number 8, and he fell all the way to 25th. So maybe we got a diamond in the rough out of Santa Clara. I don't know. And then we also drafted Christian Stanley and Milos Novak. He can't shoot, so why do you got that last name? We're going to let him go. I mean, again, is it the perfect draft? Absolutely not. If anything, it might even be a bad draft. Charles Bassey was upset with his playtime and stuff, so we're not going to bring it back. We just drafted a backup center anyway. That's a same overall as you, so we'll let you go. Trey Jones was upset too, so I'm going to let Trey Jones go as well. We do got money to mess around with. We do have to bring back Devin Vassell, who's going to want $25-ish million. But like a Markelle Fultz is the type of dude that we would want. If we're going to let Trey Jones go, Markelle Fultz is a good replacement. Definitely more expensive at $20 million, but Markelle Fultz is a really good point guard in the league. I mean, he averaged 17 and 8 last season, and he shot the ball well. I'm giving Markelle Fultz an offer. And he's got 0, so I can not lowball him, but bring it down a little bit. And he's only 26 years old, so he could still progress a little bit. Josh Green is unrestricted. Come on, man. We got to get Josh Green a contract, bro. Why not? We might make a little play-in push now, depending on how our young players progress. We might make a little play-in push. Let's see. Look at our roster. Come on, man. This is a big moment. It's a very big moment for the guys. Vic jumps up 5. Malachi jumps up 3. Jeremy jumps up 3. We'll take that. Even Devin Vassell and Keldon Johnson jump a little bit. And the same thing with Markelle Fultz, who's on the team. Blake Wesley, who I forgot we even had. I'm going to be honest with you. Honestly, I'm going to prioritize Adrian Curry over Blake. I won't lie. We might move Blake to another team just so he can get some opportunity because he deserves to get some playing time somewhere. It just won't happen here. The super crazy part about all of this, if we are somewhat decent this year, let me show you this treasure chest. Bulls pick, Hawks pick, our pick, Hawks pick, Clippers pick, Hawks pick, Heat pick. We got a lot to mess around with if we end up being at least decent. Starting lineup looks like this. Again, pretty solid if you ask me. And the bench looks pretty good too. Again, we got Thaddeus Young back in here. I will let Curry get some minutes in there as well. It's 13 minutes per game. See what he's up to. He's our Davion Mitchell, I guess. We used a lottery pick on him to play great defense. I hope that he gets better on the offensive side eventually. He even got a steal. He ain't afraid to shoot it or turn the ball over. So that's something. In the trade deadline, the boys are good, man. 3 seed, now it's very close. This conference is really, really deadly. It's really happening. I realize that the Thunder are not even in the playoff picture right now. I don't know what they up to, but we ain't got to worry about them, at least as of right now. So we actually had an injury in Markelle Fultz for a good amount of time, and he was playing good basketball, as you can see. So we had to go in and let Curry play, and he still can't score. But he's assisted well. He only turned the ball over 1.5 times per. So Adrian Curry might be something to think about in the future. And Blake Wesley, we're probably going to trade him right now. Again, he's good. He's going to want to get paid at least a little bit. We just prioritizing the younger dude who we just used the number 6 overall pick on. So we'll probably move him. And we got a custom cost too, because we're going to have to pay Vic soon. I mean, Malachi Branham, as far as 6 mans go, he got to be in 6 man of the year conversation, averages 17 points per. Josh Green has been a good addition to the team and stuff. We got to cut some costs. And actually, I'm looking at it. I don't even know where we can do that. I don't even know where we cut some costs. As long as 6 man of the year, he's not even in the conversation. That is crazy. I guess we're using Blake Wesley as a trade piece. Let's see if there's a team. What are we looking for, though? What exactly do we need? A backup 4 would be good. Yeah, backup 4 would be really good. We don't have one of those. So let's take a look at a team that's selling, because they want some young players. Do they got some backup 4s that we could use? Nope. The Bulls ended up trading Zach LaVine anyway. They sent him to Sacramento. So now the Bulls have Jamal Murray and... hey, don't ask me. I ain't the one building that team. 76ers aren't very good. They're a rebuilding team. They have Rui Hachimura on a 1-year deal. I mean, we'd give them Blake Wesley. Oh my God, the money don't make sense. Look at the small contracts and it still don't make sense. So money makes sense there. They want Atlanta's unprotected 2025. The Atlanta Hawks are one of the best teams in basketball. I feel okay giving that pick away. And now we have a backup power forward in Rui Hachimura. And now we got a more complete lineup, I guess. Yeah. Sophomore Vic is really good. 50-40, close to 90 in the sophomore year. Now, this is not a championship season, but you know what I'm saying? Anything is possible once you get into that playoffs, and we on the way. We there. That's locked in. As long as Vic don't tear his ACL, we locked in right now. You know who we could use right now? Blake Wesley. Adrian Curry dislocated left patella in the last week of the season. We don't have a backup point guard anymore. Ja Morant wins MVP. Greg Jackson, GG Jackson ends up winning 6th Man of the Year. Chet wins DPOY. All NBA team for Victor. Yep, we knew it was happening. He was having too good of a season. NBA second or all rookie second team for Adrian. Again, eventually we wanted him to be. Oh, we took the 1 seed. Oh snap! There's a possibility. Backup point guards now was literally non-existent. Keldon Johnson is cold. 11 points per on the year? Do we move Keldon this offseason if we don't win the champion? We might have to. Burt came in and can't hit a shot outside the restricted area. So that's something. We just don't have a backup PG. Oh, we got Isaiah Wong, who we actually drafted and didn't sign. We didn't sign him, and then we just got him in that Rui Hachimura trade. So it's all coming full circle. We need him to get minutes. We need backup point guard minutes. First round going against OKC. Oh, man. Didn't I say this is a team that we not looking forward to going against? And I was, we ain't got to worry about them. They ain't even making the playoffs. Here they are. They made it. And we're better. We're better. We're better. Oh, my God. If we win the championship this season, I can't even lie to you. I'm super surprised. Our team is not ready. Look at our roster. We are not ready. It's the Markelle Fultz effect, I guess. Game 1, we got 2 of the best centers in basketball, and Lonzo Ball plays in Denver. So the Bulls traded Lonzo and Zach LaVine. Oh, because Jamal Murray was on the team. Yep, Jamal Murray. That's crazy. Okay. Well, Lonzo gave us the work in that first game, but game 2 sees Markelle give it right back, and then Vic with a double-double with 13 boards. We lose this one as well. Again, I think we're a good regular season team. I don't know how we hold up against these real super talented rosters. I don't want to simcast. I don't know how we, 3-1, 3-2. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I didn't think we were ready. Paolo versus Jokic, and Paolo wins. Shout out to Paolo. I didn't think we were ready just yet. Even though we were the 1 seed, we were a young 1 seed, you know? And I'm okay with us getting out of the first round because we beat a team that was in the conference finals the previous season. So I'm okay with all of that. We got the 16th overall pick. We got the 28th overall pick. Okay, that's not too bad. I think this is the year we move on from Keldon Johnson, man. He just hasn't got better. 10 badges still. I mean, Devin Vassell is still pretty good. Markelle Fultz had a good season. Malachi Branham is there. He's ready to maybe start alongside Devin Vassell if we need to. But we got some picks. We got him as a young piece. And we even got young players like, Burt Barber. What is your value? We got Taylor Wade. Anybody but Adrian. Adrian is the one that's safe, basically. So let me take a look and see what these other young players are worth. 2.5 for Burt. That's fine. It's just the name alone that's making me kind of, Burt. Let's see what teams were bad. Anthony Simons is a player that I would trade for. They got a log jam here at the guard position anyway. And they're on a rebuild team. They're not very good. Steph Curry's moved over to the 2 position to let Jordan Poole start at the 1. I'm not really interested in a Jordan Poole, Markelle Fultz backcourt, so we keep it moving. Here's a team that's selling Bradley Beals on the last year of his deal. He's 32. He's going to be getting worse. Kawhi Leonard's 34, and he got 4 years left on his deal. We do not want that. We trade away the Hawks pick, and they were the 1 seed, so I don't feel bad about that. The Knicks have, I remember them having a lot of shooting guards and stuff. None of them guys are super interesting to me. There's a few different people I want to go after. The first one, like I mentioned, was Anthony Simons, 4-star value last year for his deal, so we definitely taking a risk there. But it's a risk for us that we think is worth taking. We would give y'all Burt Barber, who's not even valuable to y'all. We'll give you this Bulls pick. 1 first-rounder. There we go. So Devin Vassell, he's going to move over to our 3, and we still going to have Malachi Branham come off the bench and still be that spark plug. I think I like that trade a lot. We got another guy that can come in and score immediately. Like, I think he averaged 20-plus points per, 23-plus points per, almost 50, 40, 90. Anthony Simons is the real deal, especially at the age of 26 now. So that's a really good pickup. We just have to hope that we keep him happy enough that he wants to stay around. LeBron signs to the Bulls at the age of 40. The Cavs have Evan Mobley and Giannis. I just don't know what's happening right now. Bro. What the heck? JK, Giannis went back to the Bucks. They gave that money to Evan Mobley. I guess that makes sense. I thought the league was about to get turned on its head, but instead it wasn't. And we okay with that. All right. I think this is really dependent on Adrian Curry's progression, which is crazy. We actually drafted a point guard with the 28th overall pick that is a higher overall than Curry before progression. Vic is 91. Devin Vassell is up there. Anthony Simons stays. We okay with that. Jeremy jumps up 3, which is perfect. Markel drops 1. Reggie jumps up. Okay, we will take this. We will take this. Can you shoot now? Ish, about league average. We'll take that. Okay, and this is the guy we drafted. I like this roster a lot better than last year's roster. I like it a lot better. Chris Boucher, 32-year-old guy, can still hit the shot a little bit, gonna rebound, go block, gonna do that type of stuff. I think the guy, I mean, this man Malachi's mid-range jump shot is a 90, literal 99. He deserves to start somewhere. Not here though. Not here though. We need him to get those buckets off the bench. Somebody got to play that role, and it's him. First 2 games of the season, he's leading us in scoring. He's averaging 26. Let's go, Malachi. This is your year. This is your year. And Anthony's points per game go down for the first week, but that's fine. He's trying to find what his role is on this new team. Yeah, Malachi's going. If he don't win 6 man, I'm mad. I was gonna use this deadline to be like super buyers. We got all this draft capital. We got some contracts and stuff. Bro, we are the 1 seed, which we were the 1 seed last year, and we lost in the second round, so that don't mean nothing. But I just don't see what the move is across the league. I look at every other team, you know, like who has something that we want that can put us super over the top, and that would be selling. Because I'm not gonna take away. Well, I mean, Giannis and them suck, but I was gonna say like a team that's really good. I'm not taking LeBron James from the Bulls because they're a playoff team, you know. Like Darius Garland is not considered untouchable, but he's on the 2 seed. I'm not gonna take away Darius Garland when he's that good. MVP Tatum is here, but they're bad, but they're buying. They decided, hey, we want to go in. Kawhi Leonard's not very good. Jalen Brunson is, but like right now we have Anthony Simons, and I think the mixture of Markelle Fultz and Anthony Simons look good because Markelle plays good defense. We can't have two small guards. What is your contract like? I mean, it's a big contract too. I was gonna say maybe we have him be our super 6 man. Nope. $34 million for Jalen Brunson. He got paid. John Moran is still untouchable, even though they're not very good, so we're not doing that deal. Trae Young, again, I don't want him alongside Anthony Simon, so that's not the deal. So I think we chill, bro, unless it's like these smaller moves to get some more depth, because we gonna need that. Like, Adrian, are you scoring? Can you do anything this year, Adrian? The answer is yes! Adrian with the progression! Okay, so you're fine as the backup. I mean, yeah, I feel good about every position, bro. I genuinely feel good about every position going into the playoffs. Maybe the backup power forward a little bit, but like, again, I don't know what that looked like. I think we chilling. I think we feel good enough that we can just chill and just win this championship. Am I crazy? OG Anunoby is making $2 million on the Utah Jazz. Like that's a trade that doesn't cost us anything, I don't think. They're bad, and he's making $2 million. So like, how about we take him for, what do we have? The guy that we drafted this year, he's averaging 4 points per. He's actually solidish. And then we give them the Hawks pick, which is not valuable because they're really, really good. Actually, you can take the Clippers pick. No, you can't take the Clippers pick. Bro, we have to use that pick in a trade, right? We have to use that pick in a trade. We have to. That pick is crazy. And if we win a championship this season, we won't even get to reap the rewards of it. I'm sorry. We got to go back. Like Devin Booker, can he run my 1? I just, no, I can't do it. I don't think, bro. I don't have the guts to mess up this team that's doing so good together. I mean, worst case scenario. Wait, let me see something. What's you looking at? At 6'3", 5 assists per. What's your playmaking stats looking like? They're good. We can move Anthony over to the 1 if we need be. Oh, this is stressful. I'm mad I even looked to see what that Clippers pick was worth. Because we need to use it, bro. We don't have room to get another young player on the team next season, even if that guy is the guy. Yeah, this is tough. All right, we going back to just look around. Forget it. There's no move out there to be done. We trust in our continuity. Ooh, do I go past it? We trust the continuity, and we lose the first game after it to Darius Garland, who I wanted to trade for. Whatever. Vic wins MVP averaging less than 20 points per game. Hey, the team was that not. Oh, I thought that was the other Louis King. I'm like, what the heck? How the heck did he win rookie? Vic won MVP. Yo, that is insane. Keontae George averaged 28. Oh my God. All right, here we go. We got the MVP of the league on the team. There's nothing bad that can happen. We are here. We are ready. Are we healthy? The answer is yes, we are. I'm really excited about Adrian Curry, bro. I know if we win this championship, we don't get to see what Adrian Curry becomes, but he's looking good. This team defeated us last season. We want our revenge. Yep. I'm not even mad to go against y'all. I'm not even scared of y'all. Last season, y'all made some noise. This season, y'all objectively worse. Y'all coming through the play-in. 3-1 us. We get out of the first round to go against Zion Williamson. I don't know how the league looks now. Zion and Chris Middleton and Dyson Daniels. Okay. Dean Stewart Jr. is a guy that was drafted a few picks before Adrian Curry. I'm telling you, Dyson Daniels in this game is elite. Gotta shorten that. I need my MVP to do his thing. Down 2-0. Okay, fight back. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Reverse sweep them. Reverse sweep them. Thank you. Shorten the rotations. And Malachi Branham, bro. He should have won 3 Six Man of the Year awards. I don't care what nobody say. The man was 50, 40, 90 this year. Off the bench. Averaging 20 almost. 50, 40, 90 him. All right, next we got the Houston Rockets, who have Brandon Ingram. Oh, snap. This team is really nice. I see why y'all were the 3 seed and made it this far. But you do have to go against the MVP of the league, and he put up 23 and 17. Day-to-day for Markelle, that's fine. That's fine. He had a great game other than the 7 turnovers. Game 3, we are going to the finals. Josh Green pulled something. Okay, we're not going to the finals yet, but we get there eventually. Markelle is back from his injury, and we're going against Paolo Banchero and company, who already have one. And this time they're coming through the play-in. They're coming through the play-in, 7-seeded. They have Nick Smith, Tyrese Maxey, Larry Market, and Paolo Banchero? This team is crazy. They probably still got Wendell Carter coming off the bench, too. Who's on that bench? Wendell Carter is still there, but there's no Franz Wagner. 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. It's wraps. I just want to see what that pick ended up being, though. The Clippers pick ends up being the 5th pick. Okay. So we would have had 5 and 30 in this year's draft, which ain't too bad. Overall, I mean, we could, back to back it. We're not going to, though, because this took way too long. Not a good draft class either if you don't get Stan Hugh, who's a great rebounder and defender and stuff. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like, man. Spurs Nation, we here. We got you. I got you a championship, and we got you Victor Wembanyama, which is all you really care about.